You know, being harassed, and especially harassed for the color of your skin, is just something we still deal with in this wicked nation called America. We live in a very evil and wicked nation, because that is nothing good or righteous, is being a white supremacist. Now, you have a particular black woman named Jennifer. She's a nurse, and she shared a heartbreaking message on her front door revealing years of racial harassment by her neighbors. Now, she's a single mother who wrote that a blowtorch has been taken to her home, feces thrown at her property, and that her neighbors have threatened to erase her. She said this has been the case ever since she purchased a home in New York, and that she won a $5,000 judgment from a video she took of the abuse. And then now they're planting dead squirrels on her property and have told me to go back to where I come from. Okay. So she said they've come on my property and it's been recorded. A blowtorch taken to my home at 3 a.m. Then she said the neighbors had threatened to erase her and get rid of her and her camera. It said they walk around in the back with guns, and it was recorded. It said the police had said I needed to be harmed for them to make arrests. That is a lie. That if anything, they can be arrested for trespassing. What are you talking about? You got to be harmed for them to do something. But see, this is why these local police departments are corrupt to the core. No, you don't have to be harmed. If someone comes on your property and you don't want them there, that's called trespassing, and you can be arrested for trespassing. So what, they don't have no trespassing laws where she live? That doesn't work. And then you're brandishing weapons. What are you doing that for, right? So she said she lives in fear in her home. It said, you hear prayers coming from her home. It said, and I apologize for the noise. Thank you. It said, now a fundraiser was raised for her. It said it helps her to get a new security camera installed. It said the page reads, please help raise for a security system on behalf of Jennifer and her daughter, Immaculate. They said they have been a victim of harassment by their neighbor. Now, said neighbors have called the village to complain about numerous violations on her property that have cost her thousands. So they just keep on messing with this woman, okay? And it doesn't make any sense. Now, they say, with this being said, it says she has not been able to afford the proper security system to protect her and her daughter. Any donations they would be grateful. It said, please follow Stand With Jennifer for any updates, as they were saying. They protested as well on July 16th at 6 p.m. There's a motorcycle group that also has, been supporting her as well, called the Triple X MC. They have been gathered around her home. But you know what? Maybe some brothers need to show up who's part of the NFAC or any other group like that, the Panthers or whoever, and just show up and just do security. And just see if they pull anything. Just do some 24-hour security for a little while and just see if they pull anything out. I guarantee they see them brothers show up, they're not going to mess with that sister no more. See, they doing that to her because she's alone and because she don't have no man in the house. Or she ain't let people know that I'm tooled up. So if you come over here if you want to, I got something for you. Because, see, black women need to practice their Second Amendment rights, too. Don't you be a victim of these people. You have a right to defend your home, your children, and anything else like everyone else in this country. This is wrong, and this is sickening what these people are doing. Now, they said the neighbors harassed the previous tenant of the property, and they forced her to leave as well. And they say, and despite her reporting the neighbors throwing human and dog feces into her garden, police officers told her it was not a violent crime, so they couldn't do anything about it. No, they don't want to do anything about it. You can't throw feces at people, dog or human. And what are you doing with human feces? These are some nasty savages, man. Who would do that? Grabbing human poop and dog poop and throwing it. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Living in this country, these people, I'm telling y'all. Some of y'all in the comments be asking me about, the continent, things like that. Listen, I'm already laying my stuff out. I just don't tell people what I'm doing. You never tip off people what you're doing, how you're doing it, when you're doing it, but understand something, man, this is sicko crap. This is sick. And all because of the color of her skin. And she isn't safe there, obviously. She isn't. But the community need to protect her. And she moved into this community But you know, man, is it really worth it? You know, is it really worth it? Is the only thing what I'm saying, because you got a little girl, you know, you don't. But if the community can protect you, if the community can stake out, if the community could be there and let them know it's not going to be tolerated. But then even if they stop coming to our house doing what they're doing, they keep calling them folks trying to get her with violations and costing her thousands of dollars. They're doing everything they can to get her out. And this is what black people deal with in America, folks. This is why I love to see people from here taking a trip to the continent, seeing it for the first time and seeing that, you know, it is other options. Or if you don't want to go that far, you know, you can go to the Caribbean or other places you want to go, right? Just you want an option. I'm not saying you got to give up your American citizenship or whatever, but it's just an option. Sometimes you need a break. You need a break from this. Trust me, I'm telling you, I was so upset when Corona happened and these fools you got running the country that messed up our trips that we had this year. Now they had to get pushed back. One of them at least to 2021 and the other one maybe toward the end of the year. It's just, oh man, I need my break for my sanity, to get away, to not see all the racism, to see all the white supremacy, just get away from that. Yes, I know the continent has its problems, but they don't have that particular problem. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation with this sister here. I mean, this is a sick story, very, very sick story. I told people before, if you don't like somebody, fine, and leave people the hell alone.